Hey, everybody. Some news out of Atlanta today that we got to talk about today. But first, I want to take a minute to give a special shout out to one of my buddies here on YouTube has sent me a package containing a special item. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up here on video and we're going to see what it's all about, okay? So I've got this letter here that it includes, in which it says, "Hey, Sea Dog, I just noticed you could use a little more orange and blue in your hat collection. Plus, you're going to need something to root the Who's on if and when they play Georgia. So here's a Virginia hat. Congrats on hitting 1K. Keep up the good work. Hope you and your family have a Merry Christmas from your favorite Virginia fan, Wahoo Brad." And I am very thankful to Wahoo Brad for this. Let's check it out. Yes. So he has sent a Virginia hat. How about that? For obviously the famous Sea Dog hat collection of college football teams. I got a pretty good collection going, and this is the first hat that somebody's actually sent me. So Wahoo Brad, thank you so much, my man. And it looks like he's been paying attention because, as you can see, Sea Dog primarily collects trucker hats with simply the school logo on it. And so he's been paying attention, and that's pretty much the format I use when I'm buying a new hat. So thank you so much, Brad. I mean, you're the freaking man. I'm going to link Wahoo's Brad channel down in the description. Go sub him up. He is a fantastic YouTuber. He makes Virginia content and ACC content and just college football in general. He's a great YouTuber and a great guy. And so he sent me this freaking awesome hat. Let's try it on. Oh, yeah. I love it, man. Thank you. So thank you to Wahoo Brad and Go Who's. All right. So Tyson Pumachan is going into the portal, and this is a bit of news for everybody that knows. I'm sure everybody knows by now. Tyson Pumachan transferred in last year from Clemson. He was a four-star recruit coming out of high school, and he was the backup to DJ Ukulele all year. And, of course, DJ Ukulele had a really terrible year last year. Everybody was hollering for Pumachan, but he never got put in for some mysterious reason. Turns out he wasn't exactly the best quarterback. So he transfers to Tech, which was pretty exciting, gave us some depth. And we went the whole year with quarterback issues, like Jeff Sims goes down. We bring in, Gibson, and everybody's like, and Gibson, didn't put on a very good showing, frankly, at all. And so everybody was wondering, like, what about, Pumachan? He's this four-star guy. Well, okay, they put in the true freshman before Pumachan. So that's right. Tyson Pumachan, this four-star, out of high school from Clemson, was four-string on the Georgia Tech roster in the quarterback position. And so So with the quarterback situation being what it is at Tech, obviously we had Jeff Sims go down, and then, we brought in Gibson. He didn't do a good job, so then we put in Pyron, the true freshman, and he was great. So we kept him until he got hurt, broke his clavicle, and then we brought in Gibson again, but with a twist. So our last two games of the season against North Carolina and Georgia, we ran a two-quarterback system. So Tyson Phommachanh actually did get playing time, and he came in, and they would snap it to him, and he would just take the snap and run. It was a wildcat, a little bit of that. Our quarterbacks coach, who was apparently calling plays at the time, had taken over play calling duties, kind of tailored our offense around the two quarterbacks, and we would snap it to Puma, and he would just take off. And so he got himself a couple touchdowns that way. He did. He got himself a running touchdown against North Carolina and against Georgia. Just easy, just took the snap, freaking ran it on in. And so he's a pretty good runner, although in the North Carolina game, we did bring him in. We let him throw one pass, and he threw an interception, and we never let him throw a pass again. We would bring him in and just have him, take the snap and run. And so you kind of always knew what would happen. It was going to be a run whenever Pumachan was in. But it worked. Actually, for the past two games, we put up a good showing in our last two games, despite being down to our third and fourth string quarterbacks. So as far as Pumachan himself, Well, did he actually live up to the 4-star kind of rating that he had? No. No, I don't think that he did. Something just not right, not being able to throw. And, look, our quarterback situation at Georgia Tech, if you're a 4th string, like, that's not a good sign. So it was probably clear to him that, he wasn't going to get, going forward, he wasn't going to be anything but a backup. And so that's probably why he's transferring. I don't blame him. I'm not freaking dogging on the guy at all. I mean, I totally appreciate what he came in and did for us in those last 2 games. He was patient and waited for his opportunity, and he made the most of it when he got it. So happy for Pumachan that he was able to get a little on tape this year for us. And he will probably be going to a Group of 5 or FCS school if I had to guess. Pumachan, not exactly. This isn't like a huge blow. I mean, obviously we like to have him for depth and everything like that. But coming back next year, obviously Jeff Sims is leaving. We're going to have Pyron probably as 1 or 2. And we're going to have Gibson, who would also be above Pumachan, and then whatever quarterback that we hopefully bring in from the portal. So he'd be 4th string again next year, so he's probably looking probably to move down into a lower designation or something like that. What team would pick him up, that a quarterback that can't throw or hasn't shown the ability to throw? I'm not sure. It'll be a lot of practice film. We haven't really got to see him throw at all. Just the 1 interception. I mean, it was literally like the first or second pass play that he threw, and it was an interception. We'd never let him throw it again. So, that must be something. I was kind of the opinion that maybe he should move to tight end or something, because he does have good athletic ability. I mean, he was a 4-star obviously because he was. He had some amount of talent and natural ability. Just hasn't been either developed or just isn't there for him as far as the passing. So I was thinking maybe he could move to freaking tight end or something, or running back. I don't know. But it's clear that he's going to just go ahead and move on to an FCS school. And I wish him the best luck. Thank you for what you did, Pumachan. Good luck where your next stop is. Go Jackets, and I'll see you guys next time.